mind does what the mind does and is good at it. But what you can do is to set your mind towards a direction, and that is mindset. So again, let's try not to go into that direction where we start to hate ourselves and we want to change something about ourselves, when again we lack the knowledge about what mindset is, for example, where that work needs to be done. So I really hope that now while you are listening to this masterclass, now you start to visualize, okay, there are things about me, there are things about how do I do, and there are things about what do I want to get. But we'll get to that in just a second. One thing I wanted to share with you about the identity. You know, in the Bible there is the story of Moses. I was just reading the other day, and when God tells him, look, I have a mission for you, I want to send you to do something, and Moses said, who am I? Who am I to do that? Now God tells him, look, I have a mission for you. He says, but who am I? I found approximately 7 or 8 moments where he constantly asks and doubts himself. But there is another story of Saul. If you read the Acts in the New Testament, there is Saul, and Saul was very, oh my gosh, he was ambitious. Oh, he knew what he wants, but he was on the wrong thing, and he became his best, but he was focused on the wrong thing. Otherwise, we might become the best doing the wrong thing. So the difference between Moses and Saul is that Moses was a little bit confused about his identity. We're not blaming, we just can look and see and state and see. So he lacked a little bit of understanding about his identity. On the other hand, Saul, he was very sure about his identity, but it was the wrong one. And you see that in both cases, we might get lost. One is fighting for the wrong cause, and the other one is taking care of his father-in-law's sheep. Great thing, no doubt about that. But within him, there was a great leader, which he became afterwards because of that intervention. So here's the thing, that sometimes we start to think that we have to change so much about ourselves, but if we're confused about our identity, then it becomes so confused, it becomes so overwhelming, then we start to think that everything is wrong.